All right, what's up everyone? Happy Thursday, I think it's Thursday. And I'm here tonight in Tempe at Unity Through Community. We're doing something a little different with the live stream this week. We are coming to an actual live location. And this is definitely worth the trip because back there they are setting up for their 8 p.m. live stream. They have music here. It is their Social Distance. It's a fantastic venue that they've been running here for how many weeks, Matt?
How many weeks or years?
Years? Oh yeah. My God, years. He's been doing this a while.
Year.
Yeah.
Right now, like officially, and then even more underground than it is now for 2 years.
That's awesome.
So.
And by the way, yes, this is Matthew James.
Hello.
This is the mastermind behind everything we're doing tonight. And then behind him is his counterpart sidekick.
How's it going? I'm Lucas.
There he is. So, yeah, they're going to be having a show live stream on their, is it Facebook and Instagram, or where can we find that?
On our
stream?
Twitch channel, so it's just Unity Through Community on Twitch TV.
Awesome. Yeah, so we're going to be promoting that throughout our conversation here as these guys, they're working on something here. We'll find out in just a second. But yeah, we're going to be talking to them and tune into their show on Twitch after ours because they have amazing live music. You have 3 sets tonight, is that correct?
We have 4 sets today.
4 sets.
Yes, so
Oh, okay.
8 to midnight.
8 to midnight. Okay, yeah. So this is worth tuning into. So that's awesome. Real quick, I do have to know what's going on up here.
I'm working on the composition right now. I'm not really drawing anything yet, but I'm working on how we're gonna, the ups and downs and arounds of it basically.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll kind of figure out where stuff go or what needs to go there.
Okay. So before the stream started, you were kind of pitching the idea that you're going for, what is it, psychedelic Arizona? Or what'd you say?
Just yeah, trippy Arizona, weird Arizona, you know, whatever. It's whatever comes to mind right there. But you
Yeah.
know, we happen to be in Arizona, so why not?
That's
you know,
true.
embrace where we're at, and it's weird enough. So I think we can get something out of there.
Yeah.
But
See where it goes.
yeah, so we're just we're gonna start muralling this wall, and we'll see where it goes from there. We're just kind of
so
sketching
sick.
out ideas right now.
Yeah. What are you working on here, by the way?
I'm working on a hound dog
Oh, nice.
wearing a
I
hat.
don't know
They
if
live in
you can
Arizona.
see that. That's nice. Do you actually, I think, are we able to get a little closer to the camera? I just wanted to see it a little better. I mean, he's putting in the work, right? We gotta make sure people see this is a absolute drawing. It's not a stick figure. Nice. Yeah. So, you, how long did you were just started this, right?
Yes. This is a native hound dog to Arizona. They
Oh,
run
is it?
wild up in Flagstaff.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if you ever knew that. but
I haven't seen those, but I mean, I've heard legends.
They're pretty elusive.
They're pretty elusive. That's so you did that like incredibly fast. How did you start that? Like you just, you know what you're going for?
I have a hound dog.
Yeah. You're
So
like,
I like drawing her folds because they always have like all the crazy, you know, everything
Yeah.
going over. So it's an interesting draw, and I don't know. I guess I always humanize animals.
yeah,
you
very
know,
honest
and-
eyes. I
and
will say
that's,
those eyes are extraordinarily human.
Will be, and one of them will be a crazy eye too. So it'll be even more
Nice.
human.
It'll be even more human. Yeah, I've always noticed that some people's eyes are like not quite symmetrical. So
Right,
I mean,
right.
yeah, go for it. You know.
Like Charles Bukowski.
That's right. That's right.
Who's the guy who played Igor in
Marty Feldman.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Marty
I
Feldman,
don't
I think.
remember.
Yeah.
That guy was wild. So anyway.
Igor.
Yeah. So you were. What's the idea for this space that we're in right now?
So right now we are in the back of Unity, and this is essentially a multi-use room, but it's the green room, it's the office, it could be a VIP room, just
Okay.
separate little kind of lounge room, but basically, you know, it needs to be a little crazier. So we're gonna fill it up with paint and see
Yeah.
what we can do here. But yeah, it's a cool little spot. You know, you sit up a little bit back higher, and I don't know if you can see any of the shots in the background, but you know,
We'll
the
see it
whole,
on the stream tonight.
yeah,
that's
the
for
whole
sure.
stage and everything is right there. So
So I see some lights in there. I know we can't quite see it right now, but can you just give people an idea of what you're doing with the stage there?
Yep. So we have 3 different artists up there, and we're using projector. Some cool technology coming out with what you can do with projectors. So basically, it maps the paintings, and then you can kind of use almost like an Instagram filter,
Okay.
and then you can make all those paintings come alive. So it's not fully on yet, but I think it's mapping out right now.
That's
but
sick.
for the show, yeah, it's a really cool kind of illusion.
So you guys found that, or did you discover that technology? You said we got to implement this, or did someone come to you?
That's
with
all
it?
Marsh, who's doing the stream tonight. So he's
Nice.
actually in Chuckles, so he'll be playing tonight as well.
Fantastic.
But he's got all the knowledge that comes behind that, and he showed us one time, and we're just like, whoa,
Discovering fire.
we need more. Yeah, no, we need more. Who's gonna give us 1,000 projectors?
So that brings up a good question as well as like, so who are our performers? What do we expect to see on the stream this evening from you guys?
Pardon me.
No, you're kidding, man. That was a chug. What was
So-
the name of the stream?
Name of the stream is Social Distance.
Yes.
Right. So our performers tonight, we're starting off with Nibot, and that's Sean, who works with us and is on our board here. So he's starting off the night, and then it's going into. God, I'm pretty horrible right now.
It's okay.
I forget who.
We can always tune. We can always check back in.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check back
Got
in. I'm
time.
sorry. I've
Well,
been
it's
yeah.
all good. No,
But
chill.
you know, we got Chuckles going on, and then we have Lavender going on as well, and that's going to be from 11 to midnight. So a good little kind of difference and mix of everybody going through. But it should be great. You know, this is our second one.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we're
Nice.
trying to do it the last month of every Thursday going on here. So
That's really cool.
it got great response the first time. We're getting even better response this time.
Yeah.
So
So
keep
how does
it
the
going.
layout of that? So you said social distance. So there's obviously a pun in there.
There is, because you know we can't have lots of people dancing in here. So
right,
you know
space a
we're
little bit.
we're focusing on the stream right now. It's gonna be a bunch of different artists providing 4 hours of their music. So you can tune in at home, turn it on and dance in your living room, and the social distance. You're
Yeah.
far away from each other.
And you guys, you do not just. I mean, this is more of an EDM style sound, or
Right.
Yeah. So, but you
Right.
don't. You do like a lot of other music, right?
Tons of stuff.
Tons of
Tons of stuff. So
what do people tend to expect? Like, if we were to see a schedule of different venues, like what variety would they see?
it would be a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
We do a lot of just live music here, like live rock music and that kind of genre, because we know a lot of those people, right? So
Yeah.
they go in. But we do a hip hop night here as well. We just did a spoken word night here the other night, which was cool. It was like an open mic contest. You can look on. We have big shows coming up. The Higgs doing like a 3-day whole
I saw
weekend
that.
thing
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So
I'm stoked on that,
they're
actually.
they're a just amazing jam band. So that's
Yeah.
going to be a great one.
That's so cool.
But it's kind of cool because the space isn't just for one genre of music, right? The space is open to all.
Yeah.
As long as you're being respectful and cool.
exactly, like-
that's the main thing, is we're bringing people together. We want people to have a good time and connect and everything. So we're open to everything. And to me, the more diverse the acts, the merrier.
I agree with you. That's why I love. I mean, honestly, I think this is such an underrated space, because what you have in the works is it's so expansive.
Right.
It's interdisciplinary. I mean, it's a collective. It's people who want to be here and they're willing to put in like hours and time to like make something happen.
Yeah, man,
And then
it's-
you guys put that together and kept it going despite all the chaos.
It sucked, but it's been great. It's
you've
been
been-
a good learning
Yeah.
experience.
So I gotta know how you started this. Like, where did this come from?
I was up in the mountains in California, camping out in the redwoods, and just had a lot of time to think. And I just wanted to do something cool. I knew that Arizona had just a great music scene, right? They had all these awesome artists. They had great music. They lifted each other up. It was a whole new kind of thing from what I've seen before, and it was really something special. I just noticed that it was scattered, right, all over the
Okay,
place.
see, he gets it. We'll talk. I mean, but yeah, keep going. I'm sorry.
But
I
that-
get
but
fired
that
up
was the
when
whole
people say
thing.
These words, because you're right.
Because it sucks, because there is so much, if you go to other cities and stuff, like usually, you can find the kind of that scene or where the music scene's going, but that's kind of the cool thing about the desert too, is it's so spread out. Everyone's doing their own thing, but like everyone has that desert sound almost. You can almost pick it out, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just kind of wanted to get something together. I started putting out petitions and just being like, hey, would you guys be interested in this? And we got like 2,000 signatures or something. It was like, okay, cool. People are interested
Okay,
in this.
cool.
Where,
This is the thing.
where do we go now? And then from there, just started up and learned about some nonprofits and took some classes and stuff. Started it up, and then it's been a ride and a learning experience this entire time, right?
Yeah.
So, but it started as one thing. And then what was kind of cool about it, it was like a ball of clay, everyone threw their little piece on it, and then it just started morphing into this new thing, which was the whole point, is that unity through community. You're supposed to have people together making cool new stuff. So
Yeah.
it just kind of turned into this, and then we had our ups and downs and our challenges, and did a lot of festivals when we could still do festivals, and those turned out great. And then we just got a lot of community support, and we're like, okay, we got a thing. Like, we can do this. And been trying ever since, and now it's just getting better and better every day.
I have to agree with you. I mean, I've seen, from the time I've been here, you have, by hand, by the way, I come in here and you're working all the time, handcrafting everything. I mean, even in here, this space has changed since December, and I believe this was you, right? Yep. So you have some kind of background in carpentry and building or something. Like, how did you just are so, you're everywhere.
I like YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like to make shit. That's, that's essentially what it is.
Built a car from YouTube.
Built a car from YouTube too. That was great.
That's crazy. What kind of car?
That was a 51 Chevy, like
Oh,
rat
okay.
rod.
So that's a tough one. A little
No, they're
bit,
easy.
no?
Yeah.
Really?
Because you don't have a computer.
You forget the computer.
Yeah, it's just all grease and gas, It's
That-
great. But,
Straight to the point.
Yeah, no, but it, just, I've always had, I guess, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, a draw, to creating stuff, whether it be garbage stuff. I like old and rusty stuff a lot. If it's broken and doesn't work,
Repurpose it.
yeah, give it to me and I'll do something, I'll do something with it. So, but just all sorts of forms, man, and it's
Yeah.
just cool to create.
Yeah,
We're
for sure.
always creating stuff with our mind all the time anyways, so
Yeah.
like it's cool to see that come from the mind and then, take a physical form.
Oh, absolutely, man. And we'll talk a little bit later, but you have some really big ideas for the future, and what
Huge.
you would like to see
Oh, yeah.
come into play. I mean, we'll get to it in a second. I honestly want to check in with this guy over because I see you doing stuff, and I wanted to wait till you were.
I'm just scribbling around. It's just pencil.
So
but
this is concept for what we're looking at up here.
yeah, well, he's talking about desert, so figure we'll just start it super basic with a swar over here, with a stone right here, a steer skull behind me, and then he was talking about a character of a javelina
Yeah, I see
coming behind that.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna
You want to start with that, and then I'll get the javelina coming out right there.
let's do it right from the start. Do the less predictable stuff later.
Yep.
Nice.
Dig it.
Real quick, can you? I want to get this lens is kind of wide, so I want to get a nice shot of this. so everyone
Sure.
sees.
You want to show it to them?
Yeah,
I don't know where it
absolutely.
goes.
Yeah, for sure. So this is what we're looking at here. A little closer there. Yeah. Look at that.
How am I doing?
So this is the start
You're
of what
talking
we're gonna be
great.
working on here on the wall. You see the nefarious javelina. Is it a nefarious javelina, or are we just chaotic neutral? Entirely sure.
Nefarious. I like that. I'm not sure yet. That hadn't even come to my mind, but maybe it will be.
We'll make it a nefarious javelina.
A javelina or something.
He was talking about a derby hat, so that was my thought.
Okay, yeah, we're getting there. Yeah.
It's a nefarious.
Maybe a suit, and a cane, tipping his
Tie.
hat.
A little bit. Open neck, close tie, open tie. He's
Oh.
laid back. He's a musician.
Oh, okay.
He's just traveling through the desert.
Cool. Yeah, there you go.
A bolo knot. Bolo tie.
Make him like a 50s, like.
Exactly. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out by the time you guys come back. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
Absolutely, yeah. So where are you guys? So where are you going to start with this? I heard you kind of scheming a little bit, but what's the strategy here?
We will start probably with white
Nice. Yeah. That's
and just start blocking. What's he looking for?
My lighter?
Start.
You need a lighter? Oh, we got a lighter.
There it is.
No, he stole it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, here. Yeah, there
Sorry.
you go.
Start blocking up the area with white, and then going back in with black and whatever highlights of colors we want.
Yep.
We're gonna. I'm assuming. We'll probably save some of the concrete. I was thinking we could use a pattern of bricks at some point, kind of like a Pink Floyd wall.
Yeah. Yeah. We can even block it out too, kind of crazy, and follow these lines and give them a little.
Exactly.
Ooh, how about we could do that? Like, designate the blocks right there, give them 3D, and then almost have a different scene behind the blocks, so we can have our big fucking characters, and then break into the perspective scene
That's
behind
cool.
it.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe even just like a little one, or like little single blocks that you get like a peep into a different world, and we can.
I like that.
All right,
I like that a lot.
deal.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
All right, there it is. You heard it here. Oh, that's great. That's gonna be sick, man. I love how you already see you only just put a few lines up there and you already see a whole image.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well,
It might change too.
Yeah.
And it might
It will.
even change,
That's-
but
yeah.
the fact
not
is,
might.
like,
It definitely will change. But that's why I love working with this guy.
Yeah.
We've collabed before because, like I was telling you earlier, like we both just
Down to break it apart and put it back together.
Yeah, we're just kind of jump into it and see where it goes, and it usually turns out pretty rad.
Yeah.
After a while. So.